Learn to forgive so that life can smile at you again. Hello there. Thank you for being here and for giving this story a chance. My name is Anne. I'm 32 years old. I used to think I was strong, that I couldn't be hurt, that nothing could break me. But over time, I realized something. Sometimes, the people who appear strongest are the ones who carry the most silent wounds. And not all wounds bleed. Some are a friend's betrayal, a lover's lie, a parent's silence, a single careless word said years ago that the other person forgot, but that I could never let go of. For years, I wore a mask, a smiling face, a steady voice. But inside, I was drowning. I'd lie in bed at night and couldn't sleep. I'd laugh during the day, but my soul was aching. I carried anger like a shadow. It followed me everywhere. I was angry at others. I was angry at myself. Some people were long gone from my life, but in my mind, they were still there. I replayed the conversations, the exact words that hurt me, and I imagined what I should have said. I thought that by holding on to the pain, I was making them pay. But truthfully, they had moved on. While I stayed frozen in the moment of my pain, that anger changed me. I became colder. I stopped trusting people. I thought everyone would eventually hurt me. I wasn't happy, but I told myself it was their fault. One night, I got a message from someone who had hurt me deeply in the past. It simply said, "I don't know if you're still angry, but I'm sorry." I stared at those words. My hands were trembling. I expected to feel relieved. But I didn't. I felt empty. Because all those years, I let one painful memory take over my whole life. And that night, something inside me whispered, "Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you." I had thought forgiveness was a weakness. But that night, I understood. Forgiveness is freedom. It's how we cut the chains around our own heart. Forgiveness is not a moment. It's a journey. Some mornings I felt lighter. Some nights I cried like the wound had just reopened. But I kept going. I started writing letters I never sent. I wrote everything I never dared say. Then I burned the pages. I whispered in my heart, "I forgive you. Not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace." I began to see those who hurt me as human, flawed, broken, just like me. And the anger, little by little, melted away. Life didn't magically change, but something inside me did. I started sleeping better. I smiled from the heart. I found myself opening up to new people, trusting again. I laughed without pretending. And slowly, I became someone I missed. The version of me that was warm, kind, soft. Forgiveness didn't erase the past, but it helped me live in the present. And for that, I am grateful. I no longer carried old battles into new days. If you're still hurting, I see you. If you're still angry, that's okay. But ask yourself, is this pain helping me live, or is it keeping me stuck? You don't have to forgive today. You don't even have to know how. Just promise yourself this: one day, I will let go. For me, not for them. So I can breathe again. Life is waiting to smile at you. All you need is to open your heart again. Not all the way. Just a little crack. Just enough for light to enter. Just enough to feel the air move inside your chest without pain. You don't have to forget what happened. You don't have to pretend it didn't hurt. But you do have a choice. To stop bleeding for a story that has already ended. To write a new page. And no, you don't need to know how the next chapter will go. You just need to start it. One word, one breath, one tiny act of courage. Maybe it's reaching out to someone. Maybe it's crying for the first time in years. Maybe it's smiling at yourself in the mirror and meaning it. You see, healing isn't about big moments. It's about the quiet ones, the ones no one sees. When you sit with your pain instead of running from it. When you choose peace instead of revenge. When you say, I forgive, and I release myself from this weight. That's bravery. That's growth. That is love. And so, if you're listening to this right now, I hope you know something very simple. You are not alone. Someone out there understands. Someone is walking the same path. And maybe that someone is me.